At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
New rule number 82. Everyone gets what they want. Now we choose the deal. So I get exactly what I want, and so does the picky princess.
There's something for everyone with the $5 duo or $7 trio.
Ano 117 Pax Romana, available now.
Hey Dad, I gotta come clean. I only paid for a Hyundai Tucson.
Enjoy the new car.
The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event.
Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on select Hyundai vehicles. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
Popeyes put garlic palm tenders, cheesy bites, and marinara sauce in a
Damn good Freddy Fazbear
box. Dig in
before it's too late.
And see Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
What's good, YouTube? Today, we're wrapping up 2024. I wanted to see everything that happened in 2024 and just review the year for what it was. Without further ado, let's get started.
Oof, 2024 is officially over. Congrats to everyone that made it and everyone that...
What would y'all rate 2024? I'm not gonna lie, I think 2024 was amazing. I think we had so much entertainment, so many insane things that happened. I'd give this year a 9.5 out of 10.
Didn't? All I can say is get better at the game. I feel like in the future, this is gonna be that year we can say that beat 2016. Y'all gonna call me crazy now, but y'all are gonna look back at this video in the next couple of years and be like, I was right. I thought
2016 or 2024, because it could just be nostalgia, but 2016 was pretty good though. I don't know.
I would do a timeline on everything that happened this year that we actually cared about, because a lot of these timelines and recaps every year are trash or boring to me. We're covering the juicy politics, pop culture, memes, social media, entertainment like always. And there was a lot of politics this year, just a heads up. So without further ado, let's go over the 2024 timeline.
What do y'all think the craziest part of 2024 was? I'm not gonna lie, I think the Kendrick and Drake beef.
January 2024. We start off this year with Mickey Mouse becoming public domain. This means that it loses all ability to get copyrighted by Disney and can be used in pretty much anything. Want to use it in a horror movie? You can now. Want to use it to sell a shirt? You can now. Want to use it in a corn film? You can now. The only catch is it's the old...
Anybody that actually uses Mickey Mouse to produce adult videos needs to be locked up. Like, you know what audience you're trying to get. If I see anybody with the Mickey Mouse costume giving strokes, I might just need to throw my phone away.
Oldest version of Mickey Mouse and not the newest one everybody's accustomed to. But that didn't stop a bunch of movie directors from making terrible horror movies of it as soon as the character became public.
Yeah, there's gotta be some sort of Tubi film. Either Tubi or Tomorrow's Teachings is up to this, because who is that? Oh my god, that look like Mickey Mouse on Ozempic. Why is cheeks this small?
Domain. It's a ritual at this point for this to happen. Saudi Arabia officially joins BRICS, a group of countries whose goal is to create a currency together to promote economic growth for their nations, which includes Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, Egypt, Ethiopia, Iran, the UAE, and now Saudi Arabia.
Did y'all just randomize the currency? What do you mean I could go to Kenya and then it's gonna be the same as Chinese currency? How that make sense?
Cat Williams shocks the internet by airing out all of Hollywood and exposing them, saying things like the most famous comedians in Hollywood try to gatekeep from other people becoming big. I still like Kevin Hart though, he's pretty funny. Saying he always declined Diddy's invitations to his parties because he knew what was happening. This video has 84 million views. That should show.
Was Cat Williams right? I'm not gonna lie. This gotta be one of the most best like interviews ever, bro. The way his predictions was right is actually insane.
Show you how viral it went. Normal interviews are not getting these type of views. The only other person who could do something like this with their interview was Michael Jackson. To avoid getting demonetized because YouTube hates when I say this guy's name and will immediately do it if I say it, we're just gonna refer to him as Harry Lepstein. The Harry Lepstein files became declassified and the public starts scouring to figure out who's on it. To figure out which celebrity is finally gonna get exposed for being a freak. The victim says that Harry Lepstein said Bill Clinton
What do y'all think received worse treatment, P. Diddy or Jeffrey Epstein? Funny enough, I feel like more people hated on P. Diddy. I'm telling y'all, bro, when black people do things and when white people do things, black people usually get it worse. Like, that's just what it is, bro. I will say it's also just the black community and the way we treat each other. Epstein is obviously worse.
Them young, nothing we didn't all already know. The victim says Stephen Hawking was involved in an underage orgy. Out of all people I thought was gonna come out on this list, this was the last person.
And I still don't understand that. Yo, how the hell did Epstein ask for a woman? Did he like click random buttons? Like, how was he moaning? Like, was he clicking buttons to request it? And who shipped him? Like, someone had to be his caretaker and be like, yo, you want this?
How was his freak even doing anything? I didn't even know his thingy still worked. All of his legacy pretty much burned up after this news. The victim says Michael Jackson was there but did
Epstein didn't care about bringing in Stephen Hawking because he knew his ass wasn't gonna snitch.
Nothing. Stop the lies on my goat, man. Never forget how the media did MJ. And after this first wave of names, people were hyped up waiting for more names to drop. Then we waited and waited and waited, and the names never dropped and everyone forgot about the whole thing. How many of y'all even remember this happened? Be honest. Man, them elites putting up work to keep it silent. MatPat officially retires from YouTube. The Stanley Cup went viral and started being sold out in stores all over the US. They dropped one specific cup, which was a Starbucks collab with a...
Does anyone use this? And if so, does it work? Because I know women go crazy for these cups. I'm not gonna lie, I've always just take plastic bottles instead, bro. I don't have the dedication to just keep this with me at all times, bro. These big ass cups. Y'all were literally going in groups of 30 trying to get some of these cups. It's not that deep, bro.
Pink design, and all hell broke loose. They immediately started stampeding the stores to get them. People were selling these cups on eBay for 6 times their actual price. I still don't know why people were fighting over cups like this. Pretty weird time of this year. South Korea officially passed this law banning dog meat trading.
Y'all waited until 2024 to do that? How does dog taste like? I don't think I'd ever even want to try it, but I don't know. I don't think I could ever look at a dog and be like, yeah, let me get some of that dog meat. That just don't even sound right.
In 2027. Come on, bro. It couldn't have been done sooner. Footage leaks of Playboy Cardi getting arrested for going 133 miles per hour. Probably the closest any of his fans will ever get to getting an interview in years, or an album, or song. Japan makes its first ever moon landing.
Cardi had one of the worst album runs of all time. Like, he produced such great music, he didn't even want to drop the album. That's what I hate, bro. He was dropping 2024 just for his ass not to do none. That don't make no sense. Like, his album probably would have done 200K.
Ending with its spacecraft. Megan Thee Stallion officially releases her diss track Hiss, dissing a lot of rappers, which was like the warm-up of what was to come later on this year. And Nicki Minaj dissed back a couple of days later, and honestly, if you don't know anything about this beef, don't bother listening to Nicki Minaj's song against her. The winner was...
Yo, Tommy, the barber's gonna get you.
Was determined 5 minutes after it came out. Elon Musk announces that Neuralink has successfully implanted its first brain chip in a human, which allows you to do things like control your phone or computer by just thinking. I think my hands work just fine for those tasks, but if y'all want to be test subjects, go right ahead. Congress held a hearing against the biggest tech CEOs, which at this point is a yearly ritual. I think this time they passed a record of asking the TikTok CEO, is he Chinese, 1,000 times.
Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Become? Yo, these freaky ass. Serangoon? Sadong? Yo, where is this nigga from? Y'all got it, bro.
Have you ever been associated?
Mr. Cotton? Okay, now everybody just got terrible, like, names. This don't even feel like a real meeting at this point.
You're affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
It included the Instagram CEO, Discord CEO, TikTok CEO, Twitter CEO, and Snapchat CEO, questioning them on security concerns and whatnot. UMG pulls off its music catalog on TikTok after failing to reach a licensing agreement. And for y'all that don't know, UMG owns every artist that you listen to. I'm not even joking. This is the tippity-toppity of monopolies. Between both the companies, TikTok definitely took more of the L on it because it's built on songs. And for that time being, music was just a bit more quiet on TikTok. The memes of this month were things like Low Taper Fade Ninja, Stan.
The fact that we're ending the year and the Low Taper Fade is even getting more traction now. Like, I don't even know what to expect from 2025 at this point.
Lee Cup, Side-Eye Cat, and Blacker Chinese. February 2024. This month started off weird. Pictures went viral on Twitter of AI Swift nudes. People was passing these pics all around freely like a blunt rotation. Eventually, they banned all the accounts with the pictures, and right after this happened, US lawmakers proposed a bill. The act would be a civil right of action for victims of these type of AI images and allow victims to collect financial damages for it. On one hand, this is a great and amazing law, but you're telling me it took the government years to do this and they only cared about this problem when it happened to a billionaire celebrity?
True.
And this has been going on for years for different women around the world. Great job, guys. My taxes are definitely going to use. Vince McMahon is investigated for sex.
Yo, Tommy, what's his name? What's his name? Y'all know how much times Tommy mispronounced things? Y'all know what Kaiser Permanente is? This man has the nerve to say Kaiser Permanente. And y'all swear Tommy is smarter than me. What the hell is Kaiser Permanente?
Investigated for sex trafficking allegations. He already stepped down as the CEO of WWE in 2022 because of internal investigations, but now the government is on his case. And when the government enters your case, most of the time it's GG's. Aiden Ross got scammed by 21 Savage live on stream in front of tens of thousands of people. I don't know how 21 Savage thought he could get away with this on a live stream. Oh, Drake's meat also leaked this month. Feel like this is a very important note of history, so I'm adding it to the timeline. Someone had to say this, okay?
Hold on.
I don't know how 21 Savage thought he could get away with this on a live stream. Oh, Drake's meat also leaked this month. Feel like this is a
greatest month of my life. I'm not gonna lie, we need more times like this.
Very important note of history.
Because of other things, of course.
So I'm adding it to the timeline. Someone had to say this, okay? How was it still semi-soft in that bit? All right, you know what? I'm getting into too much detail. Joe Rogan signs a Spotify deal worth $250 million. Becoming the most expensive podcast deal in history. If the deal should have been worth that much is really up to your interpretation.
Monkey hole, and the tail and the little feet are poking out. It's like... See if you can find that.
King Charles is diagnosed with an undisclosed form of cancer. Judging off the way the internet reacted when his mama got...
I've never watched a Joe Rogan podcast. Like, what type of shit he be saying?
Packed, if he did too, they would not hold back again either. Charles, don't make next year your last year. The Kansas City Chiefs won the Super Bowl, giving them 2 wins in a row. It set a record as the most watched TV broadcast in U.S. history with...
And that's because of Taylor Swift. They showed Taylor Swift more than the actual game. And I feel like that's what made people annoyed. I didn't even care about the actual game at that point. I was just trying to see how much times they would pan out to Taylor Swift.
123.7 million viewers across every platform. Sony buys Michael Jackson's catalog, acquiring a 50% stake in it for at least $600 million.
Shit! You know what? It's time we become artists, bro. How much y'all think I could sell the Skibbity Kendrick Lamar song for? Like, I think I could get me a cool, like, 200. This doesn't actually seem like a lot, though. 600 million? For Michael Jackson, the greatest artist ever. They gotta steal.
Probably the worst news, considering MJ was fighting them over taking advantage of him. And when he dies years later, that's when they want to make the purchase. The YouTuber Too Mad passes away. Considering he wasn't really a good guy, a lot of the internet just clowned him.
Because, bro, what are you talking about? You want to smash a 16-year-old transgender that off themselves? Once I saw that, I was like, yeah, bro, any hate to this man, you got it.
Trump gets fined $354 million for fraudulent business practices in a court ruling, and his 2 sons get fined $4 million as well. Diddy faces a lawsuit accusing him of sexual harassment and assault by Lil Rod Jones. This is one of the first lawsuits that kicked off that whole thing this year of Diddy getting tracked and hunted down. But I always thought he was a good guy. I mean, look.
Do y'all think Jay-Z is gonna get arrested?
Look how nice he is on Ellen DeGeneres show.
Night. I had the dates wrong all this time. Diddy, come on out.
Yo, Tommy, you added them screams, bro. That gotta be one of the most heinous things to ever say. Diddy, come on out.
Since you're already playing games anyway, why not earn some free rewards while you're at it? All you need to do is download Buff, let it run in the background as you play, and just like that you'll start earning Buff points. These can be used in the marketplace to purchase things like Riot gift cards, Steam vouchers, or even just gaming gear in general. It's a free program that works while you're playing your favorite games, and they support things like Valorant, League, as well as countless other titles. So what are you waiting for?
For most people, risk means danger and uncertainty. For me, it means opportunity.
Shot lead.
Risk is a constant. It's something to embrace and manage.
Shot for the win.
It takes focus, resilience, and discipline. When the pressure is on, I feel right at home. How do you manage risk?
CME Group, where risk meets opportunity.
The memes of this month were things like Sad Hamster, the Apple Vision Pro, and Taylor Swift's jet. March 2024.
Am I the only one that hasn't seen any of those memes? That just means I'm not chronically online. I've never seen a single one of those memes.
Ryan Garcia started crashing out this month and spiraling on the internet. On his Instagram story, he posted a cryptic, devilish message with it saying, "We told you we were coming." Then he went on a rant saying elites made him watch kids get raped in a forest and he has proof of it, and started tweeting out saying,
I don't understand how you could self-sabotage yourself this much as an athlete. Like, do you not care about making more bread?
And if they kill him, he didn't do it himself. To this day, people still don't know why he was wilding like this. Some people think it was to hype up his fight with Devin Haney, and even he said himself that was why. But is it not kind of up to say you have proof of things like that in the name of promoting a fight? And it came out later that Ryan was using performance enhancing drugs anyways, and the fight got overturned. So all those shenanigans to get people hyped up to watch, just for him to get scared and take some drugs to win the same day. Probably the weirdest thing to happen this year in the sports world. LeBron James becomes the first NBA player to score 40,000 points.
LeBron's sweat gotta be like lotion, bro. His headband gotta be like the best fabric ever, bro. The shit I know to be like near him. We all looking for the cure for cancer. We ever thought LeBron is? I don't know. That's just a thought out there.
Points. And no matter how much the old heads and unks complain about it, he is indeed the best NBA player of all time. Thank you, King. Sadly, Akira Toriyama, the creator of Dragon Ball, passed away. This one hit everyone deep, man. It felt like we all had to be silent for the
I just know Mexico was going crazy during this day. R.I.P.
the next couple of days. Rumor has it the cartel stopped fighting for a day in honor of his legacy. Definitely one of the most tragic things to happen this year.
Do you know how insane it is? A manga creator can stop people from beheading and taking people's hearts out and posting it on Twitter for a day? Like, how impactful you gotta be for the cartel to be like, yo, let's chill for a day.
Year. Rest in peace to the GOAT. The Dubai Mall becomes the most visited place on earth with a record 105 million visitors. Robert Downey Jr. wins his first Oscar for his support role in Oppenheimer, which is how you know these award shows are a scam. How did this not win for carrying Marvel for like a decade? I guess better late than never. Andrew Tate.
Who do y'all think is the best Marvel actor? Easily Tony Stark. I don't even think it's close. That's the thing. Like, that nigga just embodies Iron Man. When I think of Iron Man, I just think of him.
Tate gets arrested again. Andrew Tate in the big 2024, or should I say 2025 now? Like,
leave red pill content in 2024.
Can I just know if they're innocent or not? I swear I still don't know. The US House passes a bill to ban TikTok. And the vote was pretty much a landslide. 352 agreed and 65 disagreed. Republicans and Democrats never get together on anything, so that's how you know they serious this time. For y'all watching in the future, did it get banned? Or was it another time of them saying it and absolutely doing nothing? Mike Pence, Trump's former vice president, refuses to endorse him. Vladimir Putin officially gets re-elected as the president of Russia, winning 78.8%.
Yeah, because they killed everyone that voted anything else. Let's be real. How does Russian presidency work? Can your ass just serve forever? Because wasn't that at one point that Roblox currency was worth more than Russian currency, and y'all still want this dude as president? Hey man, shout out Vladimir. He probably a cool dude.
Percent of the vote, which will make him the longest serving leader of Russia, overtaking Joseph Stalin. If you ask me personally, I think this was one of the most fair elections to ever take place. It's not like he arrested his main competitor and jailed him, then when he died it was deemed under suspicious circumstances.
What?
We want it fair and square. Fair and square. Seriously, is there anything Russians can even do? The Quiet on Set documentary releases.
Oh, and imagine if you're trying to run in the future? After seeing that, you not.
Revealing how messed up Nickelodeon Studios was run and the freak nature of Dan Schneider and his friends. The main things revealed was that Dan Schneider wrote R-rated jokes and shows on purpose. That must be a real shocker to everyone. That the work environment was toxic and Dan underpaid female writers.
I completely forgot about this. This was 2024. This whole series was juicy as hell though. Yo, this part right here though was sad. The fact that this man has kept it from everyone this whole time. Shout out to him, bro.
The biggest reveal was that Drake Bell was SA'd by a dialogue coach who worked there named Brian Peck. And when it came time for Brian Peck's trial, a bunch of celebrities and people in the industry wrote letters to give him support. You're better off throwing your kids in a den of lions than throwing them in Hollywood and them surviving. As a child actor, most of the time your parents use you and don't really care. And the whole industry is just full of degenerates who never get checked. Like that from Future's album releases, igniting the start of the rap civil war. Kendrick Lamar disses Drake and J. Cole, saying saying it's just big me, throwing the first jab at them and seeing what they respond with. P. Diddy's home gets raided by federal agents. Sam Bankman-Fried gets sentenced.
Hold on, Tommy, you didn't add the time that I said, "Hey dog, stop yapping and show us your meat." Like that was a big thing in 2024, right? Like I feel like that was like one of the biggest hallmarks.
25 years in prison for his orchestration of multiple fraudulent schemes. Godzilla x King Kong releases. Is the X supposed to be a virgin?
Yo, how much Godzilla and Ding Dongs are there? This is like the 30th installment this year. I've seen 5 movies within this past year.
It's because I don't know, I didn't watch the movie. Becoming the top installment of the series with 571 million made worldwide. And memes of this month were things like Green FN, the Willy Wonka experience, and the Chick-fil-A sauce girl.
I only know about one, the Green FN.
April 2024. Taylor Swift is officially added to Forbes billionaire list. South Korea's Democratic Party wins its National Assembly. O.J. Simpson officially debuts in a cemetery. And
I did not know they had his ass for a podcast.
You all know he went down as a legendary football hero. A man who was proved innocent time and time again and can never hurt a fly. I speak for everyone when I say, rest in peace, O.J. Simpson.
After we finished filming, O.J. said to me that he had a surprise for me, and I genuinely was surprised. I think it was his idea of a joke. And this is it.
David, the movie.
I will not be afraid.
Are you ready for a great adventure?
I will not be.
David, in theaters this Christmas.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, bro, there's no way OJ was right in the head, bro. Did we give this man like some sort of like mental testing? How are you gonna be like charged for a murder and your ass wouldn't play a prank like this? The OG clip farmer, bro.
The legendary Detroit sign hits the world and jaws drop after seeing that there are some things out there that can look more depressing than Detroit. This thing costed $425,000 to make, by the way. Drake drops his diss track Push-Ups to retaliate against Kendrick Lamar.
The amount of people that say, oh, Kendrick was not gonna reply. Oh my goodness. Yo, Kendrick is more intimidating than y'all think. I was glad when Kendrick responded because this shit was still good though.
Calling him a midget, saying his fans make excuses for him not dropping. Funnily enough, he told him later on that he's dropping too much. Funny to spin back and look at that. He called out The Weeknd, Future, Metro Boomin, Rick Ross. And we sat there and waited for 3 weeks for the war to finally begin. Donald Trump's hush money lawsuit trial officially begins. Taylor Swift drops her album, The Torture Poets Department, selling 2.6 million units in the first week, which is actually unbelievable.
Y'all listen to Taylor Swift. I understand Taylor Swift demographic is usually like Caucasian women, and I'm not around Caucasian women a lot. But holy shit, she's like way bigger than any artist in America. Everyone that I know doesn't listen to Taylor Swift like that, but she's bigger than Drake. And I know a lot of Drake fans. But shout out to Taylor though, she got good music.
The second closest artist to get to her sales this year was Kendrick's album GNX that had 319,000 sales in the first week. Like Taylor or not, she is running the music industry and there is absolutely nobody even coming close to
Literally.
it. She also became the first artist to have 14 of the top positions on the Billboard Hot 100. Tesla recalls thousands of Cybertrucks due to an issue with the gas pedal. And there's been multiple recalls for the car this year due to other issues. Good riddance. I honestly hate every time I see one of these cyberpunk looking cars on the road.
This without a rap is so ugly.
The US House of Representatives passes bill to ban TikTok, but this time they actually gave a date, January 19th, 2025. So when the time comes, let me know what happens, y'all. My prediction is that getting packed. The government been wanted it out since 2020. Ryan Garcia beats Devin Haney in a boxing match. Kendrick Lamar drops his diss track responding to Drake.
Amazing.
Euphoria. Saying he's inauthentic and just pumps out music for money. Saying he wishes he was one of the hoes like Sexy Red. Definitely true. And the internet got to debating immediately. And when I say debate, there was no debate really. Everybody knew Euphoria won. This is like Hydrogen Bomb versus Coughing Baby, all right? It's not—
No, Drake shit was good too, bro. Stop.
Fight. And I
will say, I feel like most people just hated that Drake was on top, that they wanted to see him down, because what people love more than a hero story is to see a hero come crashing.
Of this month were things like What the Sigma, LeBron glazing, and a TikTok Riz party. May 2024. Ryan Garcia tests positive for using enhancing drugs in his fight with Devin Haney. So the fight results got overturned and he got banned from boxing for a year. Kendrick Lamar drops another diss track, 616 in LA. Main points being that he's telling Drake his inside circle wants to see his downfall and Kendrick's got an insider, saying that Drake using memes isn't working and people can pick up on it. Wasn't too much really, but the very same day, just so we can keep track, this is all the day of May 3rd, Drake drops Family Matters. His main point,
which is still underappreciated to this day. The only reason why people are not appreciating Family Matters more is because Kendrick released that creepy ass song that had people eerie as hell. But I don't care what anyone says. Family Matters is a top 3 diss track within the whole beat.
Being that Kendrick's kids aren't his and are actually his best friend's Dave Free, saying Kendrick beats his wife, and saying he begged Tupac's estate to take down Drake's diss track. But then Kendrick drops
Meet the Grams or Family Matters. Stop lying to yourself. I don't care if y'all prefer Kendrick over Drake. It's so obviously Family Matters.
Grams right after. And can I just say, everyone, we were really all born in the greatest generation. Witnessing how this night went down was poetic. I'm so glad I was involved in this time of moment. Going from Drake's jolly diss track that had some hard moments in it to the most dark sounding, deepest, and evil tracks. Kendrick's main points was telling Adonis he feels bad Drake is his dad, telling Drake's mom she failed for having a son that doesn't respect women. I respect women, guys, just so you know.
To respect women, you gotta have women, Tommy. I don't think women want to respect this.
Telling Drake's dad he's an enabler and is why Drake is how he is. Saying Drake only uses black women to hypersexualize and nothing else. Damn. And of course, the daughter reveal. Now this is the one thing from Kendrick.
We can't just creep through that. Drake doesn't have a daughter. If you're saying some shit like that, you have to prove it though. And no one really pressed him for that afterward.
Whole performance this beef that was kinda iffy. To this day, Drake's daughter hasn't been revealed other than rumors, and it definitely would have got leaked by now. But who knows in the future, it might get revealed. Then the next day, oh my god, bro, this is the amazing week. Kendrick drops Not Like Us, having the whole world yell Drake's a for the entire
Not gonna lie, I probably listened to the song about 10 times in a row.
And it ends off, of course, with The Heart Part 6. He would have been better off not dropping this at all and having Not Like Us be the last track. The fact that he took the route of, well, guess what, Kendrick? Guess what? I'm famous, so I couldn't be I'd be caught by now. Yeah, that killed any shots of him dropping another diss. And that—
I hope that was not his ghostwriter.
It's the whole rap civil war of 2024 music-wise. I'm leaving out certain parts because if I included everything, this whole video would be an hour extra long. Xi Jinping visits Europe for the first time in 5 years. Maybe we'll get world peace soon, probably not. ByteDance sues to block the US from banning the app, saying it violates free speech rights. Silly TikTok. Little do they know the government cares about free speech, except when it's for something they don't like. The government doesn't even allow China to sell cars here. You think they would let you win a lawsuit on their land? Putin gets inaugurated into office. Not Like Us becomes the #1 Billboard Hot 100 song and broke so many records, I don't even feel like saying them, but y'all already know it was played.
Can y'all still listen to Not Like Us and enjoy it? I think for me to enjoy any song, I gotta get away from it for a long time. If it's constantly on repeat, I'm gonna be turn this shit off.
Everywhere. A video leaks of P. Diddy beating his former wife on camera. We also gotta mention, it's crazy how long this video took to come out. It just shows the grip of power Diddy had on people. This video happened in 2016. And he later apologized in a video 2 days later. Don't know why he still thought he could salvage his public image. He had to have known it's over, right? Red Lobster files for bankruptcy. The Doge Dog sadly passed away. Rest in peace to the Doge Dog. Trump gets convicted.
Wait, am I the only one just finding out about this? Huh? It died? Yo, R.I.P. Doge. I didn't know that, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit got me bankrupt though. You know how much money I lost to you? You know what, matter of fact, R.I.P. Convicted on 34 felony counts in his lawsuit on falsified business records, becoming the first former or sitting U.S. president to have been convicted on criminal charges. Damn. And the memes of this month were things like Man or Bear in the Woods, Drake versus Kendrick, and the New York portal. June 2024. Mexico makes history by electing its first female president. And India elects its prime minister with one of the biggest elections ever of 642 million votes being cast. Damn.
Props to them for getting 642 242 million votes done in a day. And the US, for some reason, each state either moves at bullet train speed or is still counting votes a month later. I swear, California just does everything terrible.
At that point, bro, you're not like, it's already done.
Joe Biden introduces new restrictions on the border after pressure from the public. Howard University revokes Diddy's honorary degree.
Good.
How could they? These degrees, from what I see, are just pieces of paper college gives to celebrities for being famous. They really serve no purpose, and I'd be damned if I went to debt only for a celebrity to get it for free because they're famous. Hunter Biden's found guilty.
No, I never even thought about it like that. Honorary degrees got to be the biggest spit to the face for people that actually have to go bankrupt to get a college degree. You're telling me you're giving a millionaire, someone who already has money, that's not even gonna go into debt, a degree? I'm telling you, bro, college is low-key kind of a scam in a way.
Guilty on all accounts in his felony gun charges case. Jerry West, aka the man who's the symbol of the NBA, sadly passes away. Rest in peace, Jerry West. The House passes a bill to automatically register any men age 18 to 26 for draft. They can pass all the bills they want, but when the time comes for a draft, I'll be cooling in a jail cell with my homies. The Celtics beat the Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. Nvidia becomes the jail cell with my homies. The Celtics beat...
I mean, out of every frame you could have showed us of them winning, you want to show me Jason Tatum in the back shot position? This is amazing.
The Dallas Mavericks in the NBA Finals. Nvidia becomes the most valuable company in the world, beating Microsoft at $3.34 trillion. I can't even comprehend that type of money or what a company even does with all that type of money. Justin Timberlake gets arrested for driving while intoxicated. This man is worth $250 million, and instead of ordering an Uber or even getting a private driver, he decides to get behind the wheel drunk. He just like me for real. That's my favorite singer now. Vladimir Putin.
Tommy, I be getting in your cars. I be with you. What the hell you mean that's you? Hell no. Tommy, I didn't know there's a drinking habit that you had. You know what? Matter of fact, that's the last time. Nigga. What?
He visits North Korea for his first time in 24 years. And you just gotta admire their friendship. I mean, look at them. I wish I had a friendship like that. That friendship is with you guys.
Yo, Tommy, are you a murderer? You're exposing a lot about yourself that I didn't know. You giving me two people that probably committed low-key genocide. Yo, bro, I live with you, bro. I'm moving out.
With you guys. Travis Scott gets arrested for disorderly conduct. Dr. Disrespect gets exposed as a certified PDF file. For being a gamer, the amount of controversies this man has had is odd. Is it that hard to sit down and game without cheating on your wife or being a creep? Ever forget when he posted this image before him coming back thinking it was the hardest thing of all time? He eventually ended up where all washed up nobodies do. Rumble. The presidential debate takes place, and oh man, it did not disappoint. It did disappoint. It's crazy how fast Biden aged, because even in 2020 he could still throw up jabs. This was so brutal to watch live. He would have been better off just skipping the debate. The Lakers draft Bronny James.
If LeBron James sweat could cure cancer, what do y'all think Bronny tastes like?
Draft Bronny James. And the memes of this month were things like the Haktua girl, AI vines, Freak Bob, and Let's Go Gambling.
Okay, so in terms of memes, that got it. But the Haktua shit gotta be the worst thing ever.
July 2024. The Supreme Court rules presidents have broad immunity from prosecution, meaning that presidents could commit certain crimes and not be prosecuted for it. This is a total shame because United States presidents have totally never committed crimes in the past, and everyone knows they have the cleanest slate in the world. LeBron James signs a 2-year, $104 million contract to play for the Lakers. Keir Starmer becomes the UK Prime Minister. John Cena announces his retirement from the WWE in 2025. The amount of that broke all types of bones trying.
Who got more aura? John Cena? Who got more aura? John Cena or Drake? You put them side by side and you see them in a room.
Trying to do John Cena wrestling moves in their rooms will never be forgotten. John, your legacy will never be forgotten.
Shout out,
the Twitch
John.
streamer Sketch had a
stretchy moment.
Slight pass mistake leaked by somebody. Some people were mad at him for some reason at the time, and it became this huge story on social media of people talking about it. He came on stream eventually to talk about it and responded in a pretty good way. But the fact that people bullied him to damn near making himself end his life, well, what are you doing, bro?
That's how you know in 2024 we have made absolutely zero progress. There were people trying to tell this man to off himself for being gay. Like, bro, at the end of the day, it's not my butt. My butt is not the one getting intimidated. So it's like, I don't care, bro.
You get no hoes or money. Eminem releases his album, The Death of Slim Shady, selling 281,000 copies first week and killing off his iconic character Slim Shady in the album. Whether you like M or not, Eminem had some bangers with Slim Shady back in the day. All AT&T customers' data gets exposed in a data breach. Donald Trump gives a nice speech to his supporters and nothing totally happens to him. Nah, I'm just kidding. He got shot. We gotta talk about how wild the 2024 election was. Like, was it really this serious? No other seasons of elections will ever go down like this ever. And social media got set ablaze from this. There were people who gave messages that political violence shouldn't be allowed and wished a speedy recovery from it. People like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris saying it, and some people did not give a Trump also announced his vice president JD Vance in the next upcoming days. Joe Biden tests positive for COVID-19. COVID fell the off. How do you catch it 4 years later after its peak? Biden has survived so much at the point, I don't think anything can take him out. Let me just knock on this wood for 2025. He's getting up there in age, so yeah. I don't want to be blamed if something happens. JoJo Siwa breaks the record for the most disliked music video by a female artist in 2024.
Was the worst shit ever.
By a pretty good amount too. It's a skill to do this many numbers. Joe Biden drops out the presidential race after stuttering in every interview for the past 4 years, trying to learn how to walk up steps, and lying to the public, telling people he's in perfect fine shape for an old man. He made the decision on July 21st, 2024, immediately endorsing his vice president Kamala Harris right after. If Joe knew she was gonna do things like get Megan Thee Stallion to twerk for votes and Cardi B to speak, he would have locked in and changed his mind. Chris Tyson steps away from Mr. Beast's team after allegations of grooming and
after this day, I feel like Mr. Beast was not the same to a lot of people. People saw Mr. Beast and was like, this man could do no wrong. After this, it went downhill, but he's still amazing.
Overall being a weirdo. I'm just saying allegations because at the time it was, but now it's confirmed true. Y'all already know. And Mr. Beast's image just hasn't fully recovered from this.
Okay, but I will say, have y'all watched the Mr. Beast like show? Bro, that last episode, I saw the end. Bro, I'm tapped in now. That shit was fire. At the end of the day, I think Mr. Beast just wants to entertain people. Y'all can't blame Mr. Beast for the outside influence of what's happening to him. Mr. Beast as an individual has not done anything wrong, but nobody cares about that, sadly.
Right after these allegations, it felt like it just kept getting worse and worse and there was no stopping it. Just more allegations on
And these were proven false. Yo, bro, I hope YouTube paid you well because all that money going back to Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast and everybody on his team. Mr. Beast's public likability stocks have never been the same. Only 100 million views, Mr. Beast, it's time to put the frosting back.
That's why the term fall off is so stupid. How could you fall off when you have 100 million views, bro? Like, people be just abusing now. To me, falling off is like, bro, you got like nothing going on for you no more. Nobody cares about you. There's a difference between, oh, you're not where you were at and fell off. Fell off is like, bro, there's no way you could recover. Of course, people are gonna have their ups and downs, but like falling off is, bro, you're cooked, period.
Inside Out 2 becomes the highest grossing animated film in history, making $1.46 billion globally. The 2024 Summer Olympics begins. I usually don't care about the Olympics, but this year's had so many memes. The Turkish shooter guy was probably the biggest one, and the whole shooting competition just looked cold, to be honest. Robert Downey Jr. is officially announced to be returning to Marvel. He was announced to be playing Doctor Doom in the next 2 Avengers movies. I feel like this just kills the moment when he died in Endgame. I'm optimistic though.
That's true.
Hopefully it's good. Xbox 360 shuts down its marketplace. The United States national debt reaches a record $35 trillion. I still want to know who we owe money to. It seems like we sent money to every other country. And the memes of this month were things like Rat Summer, Donald Trump shot, and Starlight the Boys. August 2024. Aiden Ross streams with Donald Trump being the first ever president to hop on a stream. Kind of wild how far streaming has come this year, and it's only
What was the better stream? Kai and Kevin Hart or Aiden and Trump? I think this was the funnier stream, but the Aiden and Trump, that's insane. That's like unheard of. Streamers with presidents. I think the Aiden one was more like monumental and crazier, but this one was the more entertaining, obviously.
Kamala Harris announces her vice president pick Tim Walz. Susan Wojcicki, the former CEO of YouTube, sadly passed away. She was one of the main pioneers in growing this platform as a whole. Rest in peace, Susan Wojcicki.
And there were people on Twitter saying like, oh, thank God, because her ass was introducing too much ads. Yo, bro, y'all think she control everything on this platform? And that's when I knew society was sick.
The 2024 Summer Olympics officially wraps up, with athletes breaking 32 world records and reaching 5 billion people around the world. The social security number of every American gets stolen in a hack. My question is, how is it even possible to do that? And did y'all know this even happened? Like, your probably gone. Is our stuff that badly protected where you can take all of it in one sitting? Hey, all I know is I haven't been hit yet, so don't get any ideas, guys. Ronaldo breaks the world record for the fastest growing YouTube channel, gaining 1 million subs in less than 90 minutes. 10 million.
Only? Yo, YouTube. Let's show them what we got. I need all y'all to subscribe. If you see this, if you get to this, just subscribe, bro. We're gonna beat Ronaldo's record. All right, yeah, what am I kidding?
Million subs by the end of the day, 30 million subs by 2 days, and 50 million subs in under a week. I don't know how many people don't have Ronaldo as the most famous person on the planet right now, but if you don't, then this should certify that you gotta change it. The editing style on his videos are still pretty very commercialized, but this could be the man that passes the almighty Mr. Beast hold on YouTube. Robert,
if you guys had to make a YouTube video idea, what do y'all think is gonna be the most poppin' idea ever? Like, it has to be doing more than 1 billion views. I think this is what I'm gonna do. Have LeBron in the video, Ronaldo, Taylor Swift. Fuck it, have Obama in there. And then Waxo Sol in there. Yeah, no, I feel like that would make for the best video game.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr., probably the biggest independent U.S. candidate in recent times, drops out the presidential race to endorse Donald Trump. Justin and Haley Bieber have their first kid. Shout out Justin for holding down my childhood with bangers. Feels like I'm truly getting old. The Brazilian Supreme Court shuts down Twitter in the country. Apparently this was due to disinformation being spread about the country. They lost the argument when they said false information on the app. Like, buddy, why do you think people have Twitter? To get fed lies and see people argue about things no one ever made an argument for in the first place. And the memes of this month were things like Turkish pistol shooter, Rainbow Dolphin, and Very Demir. September 2024. Sabrina Carpenter debuts #1 with her album Short and Sweet. Pretty big album for the year, but
is it a good album? I might need to react to this.
Chorus be freaky as hell for some reason. Like, who's telling her to do all that for her songs? Rich homie Quan sadly passed away from an accidental drug overdose. Man had a legendary run back in the day. Rest in peace. Selena Gomez officially becomes a billionaire, mainly making money from her company Rare Beauty. It seems like it's a cheat code to become a billionaire now if you were an already famous celebrity and start any company. Guess I'll have to eventually do that, right guys?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Foot pain steals moments from our lives. At OrthoFeet, we design and engineer footwear to give those moments back. To make your steps lighter, easier, and pain-free. With styles that can take you from the trails to town and everywhere in between. OrthoFeet, trusted for relief, designed for life.
You guys would buy it, right? Nick Avocado goes from the fattest man on earth to the skinniest overnight. I would have predicted World War III would happen this year before predicting this. Everyone was shocked because you woke up one day and Nick wasn't fat anymore.
So what is he gonna do now? Bro, Nick, you gotta be fat again, bro. I know the money is going away.
It seemed like it was written in prophecy for him to be obese for life. If you're fat now, you got no excuse. Get your on that treadmill in 2025. Kendrick Lamar gets announced as the Super Bowl halftime show artist. Sadly, James Earl Jones passes away, known for playing famous characters like Darth Vader and Mufasa. Rest in peace. The Minecraft movie
Darth Vader's black? I thought he was white.
Trailer drops. It was definitely a movie trailer.
Come on, gang. This gotta be the most random, like, Steve build ever. Like, this is not what I see when I think of Steve. Like, y'all couldn't hire anyone else.
Yeah, not the best reception from people, but we'll see how good it is when it comes out. The debate between Trump versus Kamala Harris takes place. This year was so exhausting because why do we have 2 presidential debates? One is already too much for my brain, but one comment stood out from the whole debate.
In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame.
Really, Nick?
Just save Bolt and Brian Griffin.
We're gonna have to tell our kids that's who won.
And we good. After that, they can chop away all they want. Tito Jackson, a member of the Jackson 5, sadly passes away. It comes out that Diddy was using baby oil for his freak-offs. Lotion or lube don't cut it anymore, so you gotta bring out the maximum efficiency products. And that's what he chose. Telegram now has to share IP addresses and phone numbers to authorities of law enforcement.
I would never click on a Telegram link. This app just gives illegal and scammy vibes, bro. I don't know, this shit just look dangerous.
Requested. This is a huge change if you don't know, because Telegram was built on keeping everything totally encrypted, which is why every drug dealer in the book was using it. So it might be over for them. They'll have to go back to the boring dark web. I wish I did it. I would have loved a thank you for shopping here message from a drug dealer after getting something. Sucks I can't anymore. That's a joke, YouTube. I've never bought a single illicit substance in my life. Kmart closes its last major store in the US. If you're still shopping at Kmart, then I think you came out the wrong century, bro. The 80s is way back there. Hurricane Helene hits Florida, and memes of this month were things like Nick Avocado.
Y'all are still naming hurricanes these lame ass names. Nobody's scared of a Hurricane Helene, my nigga.
Weight loss, the Minecraft movie trailer, Henry Danger side eye, Diddy arrested, and my new character. October 2024. United States port workers go on a strike over compensations and disagreements about the use of automation. It's kind of scaring me that we're entering an era where people have to go on strikes to fight against robots already. Like I thought this was gonna happen in the future, 2099 or some. But our generation got to deal with this too. The Joker 2 releases, proving to people that Lady Gaga should stick to singing. The difference between the first movie and second for reviews doesn't.
I still haven't watched this movie. Is it ass?
Lizzo reveals her weight loss to the public.
I will say now I would take down Lizzo any day of the week.
Sharing TikToks of her working out, and it's definitely been working. It's like we losing all the fat celebrities to Ozempic or them actually caring about their bodies. Eminem becomes a grandfather. Hurricane Milton hits Florida. And the hurricane was pretty powerful, leaving places messed up. But the way they described this online and on the news, you would think Moses would have been able to part the sea. Like, did we really need to be doing all this in preparation for this storm?
There was a dude literally live streaming himself in the ocean with a broken down boat, and he still survived.
And this completely floods out the first floors of homes and businesses, and the only way to escape that is to move to the higher floor of a building. Now, unfortunately, there are going to be places that get more than 6 feet of storm surge flooding.
You know, it was not that big. It was not that.
Young Philly gets arrested over grape allegations.
Damn.
He's a part of some pretty big groups like Beta Squad and affiliated with the Sidemen. Nothing's confirmed as of yet.
Do y'all think he'll come back and everything's gonna be good? Bro, I feel like the next Chunks in Philly podcast gonna be the craziest shit ever, bro. Bro, he has to be smart with his next words. That's if he's innocent. Because if he's guilty, oh, it's GG's.
Yeah, but all we know is he paid bail and is waiting trial. Twitter officially returns back to Brazil. They wasted no time. They must have been protesting like crazy in the streets. The Weeknd hits a record 120 million Spotify monthly listeners, breaking his own record. Tesla holds an event and reveals a bunch of its new technology hitting the streets. A robot taxi that automatically drives itself with no user input. A robot bus that can hold up to 20 people. And an actual robot that can communicate back and forth with.
I don't care about this because 2025 y'all said we would have female robots. I ain't get that yet. I'm not saying no reproductive organs, respectfully, bruh. But I might be using this.
I don't think society is ready for actual robots. The release of them is in the time frame of us being predicted to being able to have robots. And it seems,
come on, I need this. It's 7 more days, gang.
Seems like it's gonna fulfill that dream. If you're a freak, then you should be jumping with joy. At first, people thought the robots were fully communicating off the videos with no control, but it came out that people are actually controlling the robots still. Might be a while until this still. One day.
Did someone take some of my candles? They're not all here.
Gonna pay for this bad boy in 4.
Now get 20% cash back when you pay in 4. No fees, no interest.
I'm still in here.
Save the offer in the app now. PayPal.
One day, Abu Dhabi gets crowned the richest city in the world with an estimated capital of $1.7 trillion. When every cop drives a Lamborghini, that shouldn't be a surprise. The federal...
Okay, so what is that Lamborghini gonna do when you're facing like a Cybertruck? This is how y'all know they're making too much money. What do you mean someone could be an officer and drive a foreign car? That's just for show, bro.
Trade Commission announces its final click-to-cancel rule, making it easier for consumers to cancel subscriptions and memberships and not having to learn Minecraft enchantment table terminology to do it. Gyms are definitely after this. Sadly, Liam Payne passed away from falling off a balcony. Rest in peace. Trump put the fries in the bag. This video would have went.
He is so lucky he won, because I promise you, this probably would have haunted his ass for the rest of his life. Probably would have sped up his death.
Had him in the streets if he lost. LeBron and Bronny James become the first father-son duo to play in an NBA game. I know people got their complaints about Bronny, but no one can take away this frame in history right here. LeBron's seed fulfilled the prophecy he always.
And nobody can forget this scene. Like, I was right here and shit, like just watching it all happen. Y'all don't understand. It's LeBron, Bronny, and Solly.
No one can take away this frame in history right here. LeBron's seed fulfilled the prophecy he always wanted. Russia finds YouTube 2.5 decillion, banning it in the country. And if you want to know how that number looks, it looks like this. YouTube.
Did y'all think they would give you that money?
YouTube wouldn't even be able to pay the fine because it's more money than the total amount of money on Earth. So Russians, you guys got to be stuck with Vimeo for now. Sorry for your loss. Young Thug gets officially freed from jail. I thought we were getting 3 years of GTA 6 before this would happen, but magically this month the unthinkable was achieved. He has to complete 15 years of probation and do community service and give presentations to
y'all know how the soldiers felt when World War II ended. This was my World War II. I thought the world was saved, bro. The skies just looked clear, the smoke just disappeared.
Kids against gang violence.
Free throw,
no one
man.
knows when he's gonna hit the studio again, but when he does, I think he'll be rapping like this.
I respect women when I'm on a date. I take them to the park or maybe a museum and I only try to kiss them if they're in there. What?
Memes of this month were
this is them Chance the Rapper lyrics, bro. Don't ever disrespect Thug like this.
Things like KSI thick of it, Elon Musk jumping, Trump fries in the bag, I like my cheese drippy bruh, Winter Arc, and Still Water. November 2024. Apple surpasses $2 trillion in iPhone sales, showing no matter how many times they release the same phone every year, people will be dumb enough.
This the new iPhone? This the new iPhone? Y'all telling me this shit don't look the same? The same 3 holes? iPhone gotta be the biggest robbery known to mankind. And I'm not gonna lie, every time I upgrade to a new iPhone, this shit felt like my last iPhone with another camera lens. It's crazy how the updates do more for you than the actual phone. So what's the point of the phone at this point? Like, y'all just releasing anything.
How many times they release the same phone every year, people will be dumb enough to buy it every time. China announces it's developing a hypersonic plane. It'll be able to go 3,069 miles per hour and can travel around the whole world in 7 hours. Any bird that comes across its path in the sky is getting disintegrated instantly. I'm good on a normal plane. That's fast enough for me. Margaret Robbie gives birth to her first child. Sad.
That gotta be the worst news to hear this year, bro. Y'all don't understand. I had a chance back in like 2008.
Lee Quincy Jones passed away. One of the most legendary producers ever and known for producing Michael Jackson's biggest albums. Rest in peace. Donald Trump wins the election, finally ending the most intense election in United States history. People fought with friends, family, strangers, and anybody around them who they were voting for. It was also the most expensive election in history, spending a total of $15.9 billion. All that money, and seeing the way both campaigns turned out, I would have thought it was $1 million max. Bitcoin also soared in price this month.
What happened to just getting politicians to co-sign us? The 2 representatives of presidential candidates is a cokehead and a girl that be twerking a lot. Like, we can't have normal people.
After the election, crypto bros might officially be back, and crypto scams too. Beyonce becomes the most nominated artist in Grammy history, gaining a total of 99 nominations.
Bro, I just be looking at Beyonce, I just be like, yo, Jay-Z, shout out to you. I'm just saying, bro, like, respectfully, you did that.
Tyson Ad breaks the Twitch record for the most subs on Twitch. You better watch out, Kai, because best believe I'm coming for you. I'm not too far off that. Did I ever mention that stream, guys? Joe Biden and Donald Trump meet at the White House to discuss their transition. The fight of the century happens. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. I would have been better off to learn the outcome after than watching this abysmal fight live. I hope after this, we never have to experience a Jake Paul boxing match ever again. But for historical reference, Jake Paul did win. Shocker. Malcolm X's family sues the FBI, CIA, and New York police in a $100 million federal lawsuit. They accuse them of letting his murder play out. The U.S. Pentagon fails its 7th audit in a row, saying they could.
What do these people do, bro? Like, what did they do? I don't know anything about the U.S. Pentagon. Is that like the government?
Account for $824 billion. Crazy how, as a citizen, if you miss a dime on paying your taxes, you get jail. 10 years of prison. Meanwhile, our own government can't even do their own. Get a pat on the ass. They better start giving them penalties for this. Or people aren't gonna keep taking this. NBA YoungBoy gets sentenced to 2.
Back then, we used to go to war over a 25-cent tax. Now they're taking 50% of what we got. We need to start a revolt, bro.
Years in prison. Colombia bans child marriage in 2024.
Big tech wants to take away your state's power to act on AI. It's called preemption, and it's a corporate power grab. They're pushing Washington to block states from protecting workers, schools, and families. No debate, no accountability, just big tech writing the rules. AI can work for us, but only if we keep the right to defend our communities. Add your name. The future belongs to the people, not big tech.
You talk to them, you name them, you bring them inside to keep them warm. But real plant parents know you gotta feed them too, with Miracle Grow. Because what you grow grows you.
The worst part about this is they tried 8 times previously and failed. If your government officials
who was going against it
are this sick, you gotta leave the country. Kendrick Lamar drops a surprise album, GNX, selling 319,000 copies first week and debuting at #1.
Chromacopia or GMC?
Credit card debt in the US reaches $1.17 trillion. Cheating is officially no longer considered a crime in New York. A lot of happy relationships are going to be broken up very soon because of that. Considered a crime in New York. A lot of happy relationships are going to be broken up very soon because of that. Drake files a lawsuit against UMG for allegations of helping Kendrick Lamar win the beef. Now, I'm not going to go into full detail of this because it's way too much. But technically, Drake isn't suing Kendrick. He's suing his music distributor that they're both under. UMG said, if you're going to sue us, though, we're going to sue Kendrick because we're not getting involved. We're going to have to see where this goes because if Drake loses this lawsuit, it's just embarrassing. Like, how do you lose a beef, sue to say he didn't win it fairly, then lose the lawsuit? Australia bans social media for anyone under 16. I don't think it's even possible to enforce something like this. If it's under 18, then you could easily just say you need an ID to sign up, but 16 and under is a weird age because you can't really ask for the ID.
Bro, at 16, let's be real, you need a phone.
Australian kids going through it right now, though. And memes of this month were things like Chill Guy, The Rizzler, I Understand It Now, and Jake Paul versus...
You know what? These memes were actually probably the best.
Mike Tyson. December 2024. Joe Biden pardons his son Hunter Biden over his federal trial. I think anyone would do that if they were president, to be honest. True. Shoot, my homie could be a serial killer and I'm pardoning him. The CEO of a major healthcare company, United Healthcare, got pew-pewed on the street. He probably thought his legacy was gonna go down as a great, hardworking guy who built his way to the top. Meanwhile, his killer's getting kawaii edits and he's getting laughed at. See,
imagine being that dude's family members going on the internet and everyone's calling the killer like a cute ass doe.
CEOs is cooked for the future after this. I never expected how big this story was gonna get. Brain rot is named Oxford's Word of the Year. Mr. Beast announces he'll run for president when he's 50 or 60. Imagine he gets in the White House and
You know what? He could actually make it. If y'all voted Donald Trump, who was like a businessman in, Mr. Beast is not all that crazy.
Does YouTube vids instead of anything. I put 100 illegal immigrants in a circle and whoever wins gets a green card. I'd watch that video, Mr. Beast.
Real.
Bitcoin reaches an all-time high of $100,000. Federal appeals court upholds that TikTok has to be sold.
Nothing is worse than hearing a coin or something you could have invested in goes crazy, bro. Do not tell me about Bitcoin, bro. They be like, don't invest it in now. Wait for the drop. And then it's just skyrocketing. Dude, I hate investing, bro. I feel like I always fail.
To a U.S. company or will be banned on January 19th. The Notre Dame Cathedral officially reopens after its fire in 2019, welcoming world leaders around the world for the reopening. Jay-Z Jay-Z is accused of raping a 13-year-old girl in a civil lawsuit with Diddy. Nothing's confirmed as of yet, but having a lawsuit even out against you like this is wild. Taylor Swift ends her 21-month Eras tour, making $2 billion total on the tour. I don't gotta tell you that's the highest earning tour ever. Should be a given. Chipotle raises its prices 2% due to inflation.
Okay, then increase the bowls by 2%.
And they also lower their chicken.
No, I don't want to hear that. If Arizona never increased their prices, you know your ass don't need to do that too.
Given percentage by 10%. Nah, that's cap. But every year, I think they actually do that without telling customers. The man who packed the United Healthcare CEO is officially arrested. Crazy how they can work this fast for a killer as soon as they hit someone rich, but take years to solve a murder case. Epic Games is forced to refund $72 million to players due to
okay, you know that's nothing for them. They probably get $7.2 billion a day.
Unlawful billing practices. MGK and Megan Fox break up. Doing all that freak like drinking each other's blood only to split up is pretty embarrassing. Whoever else they get with after is always gonna know they drank their ex's blood and have it in their thoughts. Tokyo mandates a 4-day work week to its government.
Y'all should do that same thing, but do it to Magic Johnson. It's probably gonna have like a little kick to it, you know?
Employees due to declining birth rates. AKA they want less working and more working. Elon Musk becomes the first person to reach a $400 billion net worth. Donald Trump is named.
The fact that Elon Musk is on route to make $1 trillion. Bro, society is so unethical. Here I was thinking there's no ethical billionaire. A trillionaire? I'm sarcastic. Yo, Elon, I love you. Please give me a spaceship tomorrow.
Times Person of the Year. I'm up next. Trust the process. Stanley Cup recalls 2.6 million mugs after faulty cups. The fact that people were going crazy for them in the beginning of the year, only for them to potentially have to return it back, is hilarious. LeBron decides to step away from the Lakers for personal reasons.
If LeBron stepped away, I'm returning when LeBron returns, because if LeBron's not returning, there's no point of life. There's no point of streaming. There's no point of anything. He's back?
People are making rumors saying he's washed or it's over, but I don't tolerate any disrespect for the king. Hot Ones gets sold for $82.5 million. 12 unreleased.
Is it gonna have the same host?
Michael Jackson tapes are discovered in a California storage unit. Starting off 2025 with new MJ music would be peak. The Federal Trade Commission bans hidden junk fees on any live ticket events and short-term lodging, requiring companies to actually disclose the full price up front. You get one government.
Good.
One W. The new Superman trailer releases. They got this man Clark Kent looking like a TikTok e-boy. Come on.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know. Bro, that old Clark Kent, it was just him. This new one, bro, I'm sorry. I could see him doing some Charlie D'Amelio dances. He don't even look that buff.
But overall, people like the trailer. Party City shuts down all of its stores after 40 years. Probably the last time anybody's ever been to a Party City. And memes of this month